What's going on? Travis here, coming back at you from trainaggressive.com. This is video number 2 in my series of videos that I'm doing talking about how to crush your Metcons. And again, this is for you, especially if you're competing within CrossFit, so you're doing the open, looking to get into the regionals, or you're just doing weekend competitions, looking to take your performance to the next level. This is how to do it. And in part 2, we're going to discuss something that's very, very, very important, which is mindset. All right, and being an athlete growing up, mindset is super important. I'll say right now, I had the tools to be a champion, but there were times when I didn't believe in myself and the mindset wasn't there, and just the killer animal instinct wasn't there. And when that happens, you actually lose whatever you're doing. So, whether you're going into a workout, you're going into a match, you're going into a game, whatever, if you're already doubting yourself right off the bat, you're a loser before you even start the competition. So, number one thing going in, you got to have that mindset locked on. Just believe in your abilities, believe in that you can get through it, and when it's all said and done, if you give it 110% effort and do everything you possibly can, that's what matters most. But that's the mindset. That's just kind of the easy stuff. Now, here's some other stuff that I'm going to talk about that we can actually put into action. All right, so number one thing is just relax. All right, the more you can go into an event, a competition, you're more relaxed, the better you're going to perform. If you go in, you're all tense, nervous, that's okay, but don't let that get the best of you. Try your best to relax. And one thing that I always think about, especially with the sport of CrossFit, is it's only a workout, right? If you're somebody that's been working out your whole life and it's something that's super important to you, just remember, it's just a workout. Go in, do your thing, crush it. That's all you can really do. So just try to relax. All right. One of my biggest things is I go into competitions when I first started, and I'd just be super tense. I'd forget to have fun, and I'd just be super locked in, and it wasn't any fun. It was just miserable, and it just really cut into my overall performance. So number one, relax. Number 2, this is big. Attack it at your level or your limits, all right? And in video 1, I talked about knowing your limits, knowing your strengths, all right? So when you go into a workout, your mindset's got to be just attack it at your level, your limits. So you're going as hard as you possibly can. This ties into the next one, which is you versus you. It's so true, especially in the sport of fitness. You really can't interfere with that person next to you. It's not like football, where if you miss the tackle, they're going to score. You can't do anything within your power to affect the person next to you other than kind of psych them out. But that's where this whole mindset thing comes into play here. But remember, it's you versus you. As corny as that sounds, it's fucking true. All right, so go in. Don't beat yourself. You got to go in and you just got to do what you can do. Know your limits, know your levels, and don't focus on the people next to you. All right, that's obviously going to crank your intensity up. It's going to crank your performance up, especially if you do, training sessions like bro sessions, stuff like that. That takes you to the next level. So use that to your power. But again, just know it's you versus you out there, and crush it. All right. Now this next point here kind of ties into longer workouts, longer Metcons. So like 15-minute AMRAPs plus, or big chippers where you have bigger sets of different movements. So just an example, let's say we have a 20-minute AMRAP, or we have like a chipper where we got to do 20 reps of this, 20 reps of this, 50 reps of that, 50 reps of this, whatever. Looking at that off the bat, you're going to say, holy shit, I got a lot of reps. All right, and if you look at it that way, as a big picture, you are going to kind of psych yourself out with that, and you're gonna think of it as more of an impossible feat. Rather, if you attack it, break it up into smaller chunks, or what I like to say, close targets or goals. When you're looking at the workout, have it within your mind that you're going to attack it in smaller chunks. You're going to set smaller goals within the workout to hit, and every single time you accomplish a smaller goal or you eat up a smaller chunk, you're getting that much closer to the end versus, holy shit, I got to do 50 of these. All right, break it up. I got 10 sets of 5, or I got 5 sets of 10 of these. And when you look at it that way, it becomes a little bit less, I guess, intimidating. So really focus in on that. Another cool little thing about that is a lot of Navy SEALs, well, when guys are in buds, they think about, you know, the length of going through buds. So if you look at it, holy shit, I got 2 weeks of this, it's going to be a lot harder versus if you're just like, okay, I got to just make it to the end of the day, or I just got to make it to lunchtime. All right, that's a great mindset to have, especially with longer Metcons. All right, so kind of focusing on that, I know it'll help. This next one, again, it has to deal with that mindset, that voice inside of your head, especially when a workout gets freaking tough, grinding, and you're wanting to take longer rests, or you're just wanting to quit. Listen to the strong you. All right, and there's a lot of different ways you can put this, like feed the right dog, you know, different ways like that. But there's a strong you and a weak you. All right, the weak you wants everything easy. So the weak you wants to take longer rest breaks. The weak you wants to quit. The strong you, on the other hand, wants to push you forward, wants to accelerate ahead, wants to dig in deeper, go for that next rep, go for a couple extra seconds. Take a few seconds off your rest time and just keep on going. That's the voice inside your head that you have to listen to. You can't give in to the weak you. All right, so just understand it's going to happen. And I know you understand this if you've been in a workout. You know, if you're a competitive athlete competing in CrossFit, I know you know what I'm talking about. When you get to that dark place and you got your hands on your knees, and you're resting, you want to quit, you don't want to pick the bar up, you don't want to jump back up on the bar, you don't want to do another rep. Listen to the strong you, say fuck it, and go after it. All right? It'll all be over soon. You can rest on your back when it's done, because it ties into the last little point here. And it's like I said, you got to go ham, you got to give it 110%. So at the end of the workout, if you can say to yourself within your mind, while you're laid out on your back, did I give it 110%? If you did, you have no regrets about it. If you can say, oh, I could have went harder here, or I didn't give my best here because I didn't believe in myself, or whatever, that's not good. So just leave it all out there and use these different points right here to attack your Metcons to help improve your performance, all right? So mindset, as corny as it might be to some people, it is freaking important. So take it for what it's worth, use it, and I hope it accelerates your results, gets you to the next level. So keep going 110% ham, live and train aggressive. Travis, I'm out.